Was good with it, y'all? Just get started on back with again. Just start the tournament. I know this video is sort of hopping right into it, but I had to get it started up before it started. I forgot I was running a little bit behind on time. So either way, I got it going. But it's going to be lit. I'm hoping this one is a dub, because last time I failed to get the victory for y'all. So, while I do this, I do have something on my mind I want to talk to you guys about. 1 second. Try to get locked in a little bit. But while I gather my thoughts, everybody, you get a chance, you hop on here, message in the comments, and, let me know how you guys are feeling today. If you're having a good day so far, what some unique things you guys have done this weekend. Getting ready to head into this new work week. What some plans you have for this new week, if any. I'm really interested to hear what you guys are doing, or what where you're at with things. But besides that, heading into this new week, I'm hoping all of us are having our thoughts sharp on how we want to approach it. You know what I mean? I hope we really taking time to think about what we want to show this week that we didn't show last week, or the previous weeks. My bad. That's my bad. I couldn't flip backwards to get that. But I feel like, it's really good for each one of us to take the time before going into each week to, to meditate and, to be prayed up and having our thoughts aligned with how we want the week to turn out for us. Because a lot of times we just enter in stuff and we just let it just go how it goes, and not really put into any thought on how we want it to go, what we want to see within our work, at our jobs, or with whatever we're doing. My bad, yeah. I'm trying to get the camera fixed up too. Setup is a little bit different. Watch out, Nella. Watch out, baby girl. A little bit. Hopefully that's a little better. I know I want to see all around growth. And I also pray and ask that for everybody else, all of you guys who are tuning in, that you have all around growth within your work week, despite everything that goes on around us. There's a lot of circumstances, or things we just can't control, no matter how hard we try to, we can't resolve that particular issue. But one thing we can resolve and always manage is ourselves, and how we perceive a thing, how we go about handling things. And that's what I'm hoping for this new week, that we all have a different approach, sharpened mindset on handling our situations in, oh wow, I definitely whiffed that, in a positive manner that's going to benefit our lives and our futures and our journeys, our destinations, because we all have powerful things to do in our lifetimes, and we don't want to miss out on those things or waste time getting to those things by, not taking the proper time doing the things that are going to get us to those places. So, like, just throwing out for you, once again, prayer, meditation, another beautiful way of, preparing yourself for a new week, writing down, making a list, writing down what you expect out of the week, a checklist, how you're going to get there, your goals, what you're going to do different. Those are also great ways. If you're struggling with any, what say, anything you say, addictions or, mental issues, what are you going to do different this week to set yourself up to be victorious on that end? Questions we should ask ourselves, and then also give our spirit some time to give us the answer back on what we need, because what resides in each one of us is a powerful force that can change our lives. But if we don't ever take the time to sit down and allow that force, that God had, that creator force, to speak within us, to give us answers we desire in life, then we'll always be looking for answers from people who don't know our destinations, who don't know where we need to be, who don't know what our dreams and aspirations are, and how we can obtain those things. The only way we're going to receive the answers we want, once again, I'm gonna reiterate, and if you ever hear me reiterate on these videos, it's because it's something I want you guys to tune into, something I feel that's key. We have to be in a place where we can hear and listen to our spirits. And if you struggle at doing that, like, okay, Dom, how do I do that? It's practice, it's work. Taking at least like 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of a day, and just being still, doing something that raises your spirit, raises your vibration. I know it's not just sitting, some people think meditation is just sitting, in a quiet room, which it is. But what I'm saying is sitting in a quiet room and, having no music on. All you hear is the dang AC blowing and, birds chirping outside. No. Meditation is anything that gets you into that zone to where it's easy two-way communication between you and your higher self, you and your spirit guide, you and the Most High. So it's like you're able to receive the downloads and information that you need, let alone for your week, for your journey. Your spirit guides will warn you of dangers ahead that you're going to go into. It will help you to be a little bit, but even more heightened to your spirit. And when your spirit's communicating to you about something you need to be aware of on that day, on that second. So doing those proper steps to sit down and, get honed in is going to benefit each one of us tremendously and make a major change in our lives week after week. So, tie this all back in what I'm saying. What was it? What are we gonna? What is our game plan for this new week? How are we gonna How are we gonna do things different to get, closer to the Most High, get closer to that powerful dominant force that resides within us? How are we gonna tune in and to tap into that limitless power? Because it is there, and no matter what anybody says, no matter how you feel at the second, that is a force that resides within you. But you will never be able to walk in and awaken it if you don't do things to, to allow it to rise, to allow it to elevate. So, these things, I love to think about, and I love listening and looking at other people who have like-minded, who think like-minded on those ends and are about, elevating to new levels, not staying in a broken down, messed up state, but wanting to reach new levels, and they press and they work to get to where they need to be. That's a real work. You think going to your job is doing something great for you? You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing great in your life if you ain't trying to elevate yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. A job can only elevate you physically, and And that depends too, because you can be like some of these rich people like Bill Gates and all that, and these people still depressed. You know what I mean? They still got to pay women to sleep in their bed. You know what I mean? It's probably difficult to get a faithful person to lay down with you when you got all that money, because you worried about it, are they with you for you, or are they with you for the money? And sometimes you don't know that unless dang, my dog just ripped ass. Fuck no. Dang, girl. Anyway, my mouth was open when she did that shit. If y'all get bothered by me, language I speak when I talk, I mean no offense by anything I say or how I say it, but it's all I love. I know some people like, oh man, you can use different words, but the thing is, and I try to explain this to my parents at that point, even my wife is, I know this is hopping off topic, but I'm gonna go on that rabbit trail for a second because I want to talk about this. And y'all interject in, but what y'all feel about it? But when it comes to cussing or cursing, I believe the original intent of that is far beyond a few selected words being used as cursing or being offensive. Like, I can call you a fat ass cow. You know what I mean? Will you pay more attention to me saying fat, ass, or cow, or the whole sentence as a whole? Either way, how I end up shaping that whole sentence structure up was to degrade you. My intention was to inflict harm on you. So the thing is, me cursing, I was cursing you with my language because first of all, my vibration of when I was speaking, when I was saying what I was saying, and the intent wasn't to raise you up. But I say, man, you shitted. Like, if I'm saying you shitted, like, I'm not cursing you. I'm just saying what the situation was, because we all know what shit means. You know what I mean? If you shit, you shit. Like, it ain't cursing you. Now, if I say you a piece of shit, that's different. You know what I mean? I'm aiming that at you. I'm saying you as your being, what you are, is a piece of shit. And then I'll be out of line because that's not true. You're not a piece of shit. You know what I mean? That'd be me cursing you and trying to degrade you out of frustration, out of anger, trying to get back at you, maybe because something you did, or just because I'm upset with my own life. A lot of people do that. You see that all the time. People don't love their life, so when they see somebody else doing good or something, they all like, oh yeah, they gonna lose that job in about 3 weeks just because they over here self-hating because they can't pick up a job and keep it for 1 week. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like, hey, cursing. I've always found it interesting when people would talk on that and always talk about, like, oh yeah, you can't be over the cursing. Like, I'm like, that's fucked up. And they're like, oh, why are you cursing? They get so offended, so butthurt about it. I'm like, man, like, I didn't even say that. I didn't say you fucked up. I said it's fucked up. Like, come on now. Like, it's not that. It's really not that serious. So I don't know. I just want to touch on that for a second. Hey, if anybody got any ideas or or opinions when it comes to that, or anything you want to say dealing with that, hey, feel free to interject. But I'm just saying, like, I've always thought that was interesting. But back to what I was going to, the whole intent of this video, not only share you just some glorious gaming videos, but also, to talk to you guys for a little bit, a little talk time with Dom. Cause if anybody know me, I like to talk. And for those of you that don't know me, I like to talk. So yeah. And I love to talk about stuff like that. I love to talk about real stuff. If you start trying to get me to talk about Beyonce and shit, I ain't gonna respond back to your ass. I'm just being honest. Because, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. Oh, gosh. Somebody over called me. Hold on now. Hello? Hello?
Hi. We getting ready to sign in.
Oh, y'all get ready to sign in?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm in the middle of a tournament shooting a YouTube video, and I don't want to get the information on video. So I got like 2 minutes left on this game, and
Okay.
I'm gonna call y'all right back. Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. All right, y'all, my bad. My lovely parents had to, contact me for some information, but I'll get back to them here in a second. You know what I mean? For all y'all with your parents, whether you have one or the other or both, no matter how they are, always find a way to respect and love your parents. You know what I mean? Because it's a blessing to really have parents in your life. People that will go all in for you. Now, I can understand if you don't have, type of parents like that it's not like that. They won't go all in for you. They'll throw you on the left side. Then, I at least pray that you have some type of role model, some type of father or mother figure in your life that, are like that. And that's demonstrating to you the qualities of being a great man or a great woman, And now I'm not saying like religious people, but religious people can teach some great things, but somebody that's going to help you to become spiritually aware, of things going on in your life, and especially the world around you. Because, be honest, a lot of stuff in this world is an illusion. You know what I mean? It's a distraction. It's a distraction to keep us away from connecting to the Most High, to connect with the Christ head, the Godhead within us. And it's hard to do that with all these distractions. I was about to say something. Now I don't know what the heck I was about to say right there. Sometimes words just be coming out, but I know exactly what I was trying to tell you guys. The distractions. Pay attention to what those things are. If it's not benefiting you, if it's not getting you to where you want to be, know what it is and cut it out as fast as possible. Don't let it keep hindering your journey, your destination. So that's definitely something I want to add on with all of this. My bad if y'all don't hear no music and stuff. I know I usually got music going when I'm doing this, but I can't remember what phone I'm on. Actually, honestly, I think I could play some music. My battery's about to die, but yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all up with a little bit. Like I said on my previous videos, for those of you that don't know, I do make music. I love to make music. And I'm about to honestly lose this tournament too. If I don't tune in here and say, oh, damn. Yeah, we lost. We lost, but that's all right. That's all right, y'all. I was going to play some music, but since I already lost the tournament, there ain't no need. I'm going to just end up uploading a vid. And I got to contact parents back. But, dang it. I was wanting to get dubs this time. Hold on. Let me exit out of this. It's a 9-minute turn to 2 hours. But yeah, y'all. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hope you guys, tuned in to a lot I was saying while I was playing. I know I was probably a little bit roundabout, but the intent, it all ties in with the message as a whole. Like, once again, you guys, take the time to sit down and hone in going into this new week. Take the time to, get your thoughts together, to get your spirit aligned, have your guides going out before you, have your guides, your angels, whatever you like to call them, have them to go out before you and, have as you go along, your new week, to make sure those warriors in strategic position for you to get dubs the whole week. And even when it seemed like L's is coming your way, they still got your back, and they still keeping things up to the best level. Now we still gonna go through our trying times and our trying moments, but that's just to make us greater. You know what I mean? Nothing we go through in our life is generally just out to straight up destroy us. It may seem like that, but some of the most hardest tasks and most difficult things we find in life is specifically meant for us to elevate off of it. You know what I mean? There's one thing that comes from the Bible, and I like to use certain things from the Bible because that's background that I came from, Christian background. But it's taught a lot of pretty good lessons within it that you can't take away from it, because there's true history within that, and there's true words of power and knowledge and wisdom within it. But one thing it said, for what the enemy meant for bad, God turned it for my good. If that, I'm not gonna say that's exactly quote for quote, but paraphrasing, that's pretty much in line for what it was saying. So it's like when you look at situations when things are looking horrible and the enemy just throwing haymakers at you, making you want to tap out, like, man, life ain't worth living. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm waking up feeling like a piece of shit. My job feel like my job is a piece of shit. My boss talking to me sideways. Like, I don't know what to do right now. You know what I mean? You get them days like that. But even in those days, those are days that you can get the best blessings coming out of it. It really depends on your mindset in those moments and how you take it. You could take it south and rock your boss, go upside his head, and don't give no fucks about it. Walk up out that job, quit the job, and then you can just you can go to a park where nobody's at nighttime and just shoot your ass. You know what I mean? You could do some shit like that, but it's what I mean. But who gets the victory at the end of the day? The enemy got you doing exactly what he was wanting you to do, but the original intent for the enemy being able to do that and the creator allowing that to happen in your life was not for you to quit and not for you to give up or not for you to just throw in the towel. No, it was meant to do the opposite, actually. It was meant to help you rise above it. Be like, oh man, I feel like shit today. At least acknowledging what your feelings was like, so you're not neglecting what your feelings are. But, I'm not going to let that stop me, because I know I'm greater than this feeling. I know me and myself, for who I am at my core, is greater than this feeling. I know who I am at my core will not let my boss talking to me sideways stop me from succeeding. I will succeed beyond measure. And that's just point blank simple. I'm not going to let that stop me at all. Having that mindset and having that drive to succeed beyond measure, because you are a success story. You've been a success story before you even enter this earth. You just living it out. You walking it out. You a walking example. You a walking powerhouse. So just be that. Be who you are. You're great beyond measure. And you're not a mistake. You know what I mean? You're not a mistake. Even if your parents say you was an accident, that ain't true. Everything happens for a reason, even when they can't perceive it. A lot of people's parents is still asleep. They ain't woke up to stuff for real. So some stuff is gonna come out their mouth and they're not gonna recall it. Don't take it to heart. Understand, they don't. There's a lot of stuff all of us is learning, but there's a lot of people that still sleep. They're not aware to stuff. They're not aware to how things happen within the reality around them. And I'm not talking about this physical world. This physical world ain't really the reality of the spiritual world, because everything that happens physically has to happen first spiritually. They're both a reflection of each other, but the spiritual is higher than the physical realm. So the thing is, it's like knowing that there's a specific intent in the design to everything. You will be able to use that to your benefit, because you will succeed at the end of the day. That nothing is set for you to fail, no matter how crappy things are looking around you, no matter how things are targeted at you. You're like, oh no, this is going to be a success story. So I'm gonna wrap it up at that end. Keep your head high.
keep moving, keep pushing. We all go through our days where we just are unsure about things. I go through it myself, even with my job, even with things I go through in life. Sometimes I sit back and call myself questioning stuff, and I gotta be like, hey, what's happening right now is for a reason, for a purpose, far beyond what I could perceive at this moment. My spirit knows the answer. My spirit knows what's, the end result is going to happen for this. And really what I'm feeling in my spirit is peace. And I'm not talking about peace like broken up. I don't like using that word much because that really is a curse word. I'm feeling whole. You know what I mean? I don't feel separated. I feel real mellow and easy. I feel relaxed about what's going on, even though it may seem like shit. My wife yelling at me, my dog's barking at me, my boss, sit me down. Some stuff may seem like shit right now, but this shit gonna turn into, some premium shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna turn to some good shit. So it's like, you just gotta sit back and allow things to work itself out. It's gonna be beautiful towards the end. It just takes time, effort, dedication, and a mindset to not give up no matter what. When you have that, it's hard for the enemy to ever step into your life and start disrupting stuff, because the enemy know, like, oh yeah, this person right here, it's hard to take them off. To get them off their high horse, in a sense. Because the thing is, they are locked in, they are focused, they know what they need to do, they know why they're here, they know that they will succeed, and no matter what nobody says to them, no matter what nobody does, they just gonna get after it. And even if they get setbacks, them setbacks don't set them back too long, they get right back. So, they get right back to where they need to be. So, once again, I'm gonna leave it off with that, y'all. Drop your comments. If you want me to elaborate on anything I said, let me know. If you have any questions about anything I said, let me know. If you got even more insight on anything I said, or you want to interject with it, drop that in. Let me know. Once again, make your own videos. It's a beautiful thing when we're able to share knowledge and stuff, and not necessarily go at each other, argue about it, but really have a respectful, intellectual conversation about what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Share the love, share the positivity, keep grinding, keep shining, stay best, continuously always be best. Dom is out. Peace.